Welcome to my Inspired Quotes channel. Hippocrates was a Greek physician of the Pericles era who is considered one of the most outstanding figures in the history of medicine. Today I am going to give you his best quotes. Before we start the video, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any powerful content. And may we always be the best version of you. The greatest medicine of all is teaching people how not to need it. If someone wishes for good health, one must first ask oneself if he is ready to do away with the reasons for his illness. Only then is it possible to help him. Our food should be our medicine, and our medicine should be our food. All disease starts in the gut. The natural healing force within each one of us is the greatest force in getting well. The physician treats, but nature heals. If you are not your own doctor, you are a fool. Make a habit of two things: to help, or at least to do no harm. It's far more important to know what person the disease has than what disease the person has. Hippocrates. Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity. Health is the greatest of human blessings. Leave your drugs in the chemist's pot if you can heal the patient with food. Foolish the doctor who despises the knowledge acquired by the ancients. A wise man ought to realize that health is his most valuable possession. If we could give every individual the right amount of nourishment and exercise, not too little and not too much, we would have found the safest way to health. Just as food causes chronic disease, it can be the most powerful cure. Men ought to know that from the brain and from the brain only arise our pleasures, joys, laughter, and jests, as well as our sorrows, pains, griefs, and tears. It is the same thing which makes us mad or delirious, inspires us with dread and fear, whether by night or by day, brings us sleeplessness, inopportune mistakes, aimless anxieties, absent-mindedness, and acts that are contrary to habit. Cure sometimes, treat often, comfort always. Walking is a man's best medicine. The way to health is to have an aromatic bath and a scented massage every day. Nature itself is the best physician. Each of the substances of a man's diet acts upon his body and changes it in some way, and upon these changes his whole life depends. The wise man should consider that health is the greatest of human blessings. Let food be your medicine. All parts of the body which have a function, if used in moderation and exercised in labors in which each is accustomed, become thereby healthy, well-developed, and age more slowly. But if unused, they become liable to disease, defective in growth, and age quickly. A physician without a knowledge of astrology has no right to call himself a physician. The function of protecting and developing health must rank even above that of restoring it when it is impaired. Rest as soon as there is pain. To do nothing is sometimes a good remedy. Anyone wishing to study medicine must master the art of massage. Natural forces within us are the true healers of disease. Everything in excess is opposed to nature. It is more important to know the person who has the condition than it is to know the condition the person has. We must turn to nature itself, to the observations of the body in health and in disease to learn the truth. To really know is science. To merely believe you know is ignorance. Sport is a preserver of health. Hippocrates. Prayer indeed is good, but while calling on the gods a man should himself lend a hand. All diseases begin in the gut. The patient must combat the disease along with the physician. Life is short and the art long, the occasion fleeting, experience fallacious, and judgment difficult. The physician must not only be prepared to do what is right himself, but also to make the patient, the attendants, and externals cooperate. It is better not to apply any treatment in cases of occult cancer, for if treated by surgery, the patients die quickly, but if not treated, they hold out for a long time. Get knowledge of the spine, for this is the requisite for many diseases. Sleep and watchfulness, both of them, when immoderate, constitute disease. It is better to be full of drink than full of food. Divine is the task to relieve pain. Even when all is known, the care of a man is not yet complete, because eating alone will not keep a man well. He must also take exercise. For food and exercise, while possessing opposite qualities, yet work together to produce health. Declare the past, diagnose the present, foretell the future, practice these acts. As to diseases, make a habit of two things to help, or at least to do no harm. Your foods shall be your remedies, and your remedies shall be your foods. That which is used develops, that which is not used wastes away. Some patients, though conscious that their condition is perilous, recover their health simply through their contentment with the goodness of the physician. The natural force within each of us is that greatest healer of all. Healing in a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. Male and female have the power to fuse into one solid, both because both are nourished in both, and also because soul is the same thing in all living creatures, although the body of each is different.